to do something great for him. No. No, 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 no. I don't want to do great. I want to do better. G'day, Christian creators. Everybody keeps telling you to make great thumbnails, make them fantastic, but put everything you can into the thumbnail. But what if you don't want to? Now, today I want to go through 3 things. One is, how should we brand our thumbnails? I want to show you this text and how I did it. It's building up in different layers, and I want to show you how to do that. But more importantly, I want to highlight a secret thumbnail rescue with Harold Meyer. Now, Harold Meyer has a YouTube channel that's God's House. Now, most of the time he does gameplay, and that's fantastic. And he has I guess you could say he has a bit of a biblical edge on those. But also he is doing a biblical podcast.
So what does that mean? That means that we need to study and we need to be honest with people about things.
If you can have a look through this right here, you can see all the ones that are gameplay. And obviously he's using the default thumbnails for this that YouTube gives him. But he's also doing that with the podcast. And I want to give him a thumbnail that he can use on every single one of these podcasts, and they will stand out. And they'll stand out not just in his page, but also on YouTube itself. And yes, they will be the same thing. So let's try and do something for Harold, because he's been doing these podcasts for quite a while. In his description here, it's absolutely fantastic. God's House is a group started by Harold Meyer with a goal to change the world using the gospel from the one and only God. And he talks about that he wants to, we want to help people that won't be reached through the normal means for God. If you would like to help Harold Meyer, if you go to any one of his videos in God's House, in the description, there are ways that you can connect with him and you can help him with this challenge and with this group that he is doing. Now, I want to do something great for him. No, 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 no. I don't want to do great. I want to do better. That's what this whole channel was about, because oh my goodness, we just do so many things, trying to make things fantastic. I mean, even this text doesn't have to be great, just better. So let's start afresh. We're going to start with 1920 by 1080. Now, actually, what we're going to do is I went through, sorry, because this is a secret thumbnail. I stole this image from you. Sorry, Harold. So Harold, what I'm going to do is I am going to, actually, no, I need to step back a bit. Hang on. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back. We are going to, that image that you just saw, I am going to grab that image. I am going to go through Pixlr background image remover, and look at that. It's removed the background. Now we need to fine tune it a little bit. And if we click on that one, we go keep, size up the brush a little bit, turn it down with softness, and we'll just, that elbow, and we just tweak a few little things here. I don't know about you, but I'm happy with that. And as I said, I got this from, we're going to go, we'll put in Harold Meyer. And we got this from the video. And I've gone for, this is a podcast, he's talking. And I guess I want to, now, where are we? I guess I want to have him in that chat mode, you know, about to talk, about to say something. So let's go back to this. Let's get rid of that one. Yeah, let's totally get rid of that one. And we'll bring in an image. Now I've got an idea what I want to do with this. And I'm a little bit excited because I think it's going to look great. So we've got Harold. Now I'm doing the Harold on the 1/3, and then writing will be the 2/3 on the side. Okay, I think that is good. Now, in the background, what we're going to do is we are going to have this computer. And now, I think in the videos he says he has a Macintosh. Now I've got this, but I'm going to, after all that, I'm going to take the Macintosh symbol out. But what we'll do is we'll put that there. What are we going to do? Actually, let's make that a bit, no, sorry, we want to keep him the same. So let's lock. So with Pixlr E, I find this is totally, well, for me, it is the best and most wonderful program when it comes to like Photoshop and everything like that. It's not Photoshop, but it does so many great things. Now, I'm not an affiliate. I got links down in the description. I won't get any benefit from it. However, if I do, I will let you know in the description, because I am wanting to do that so that people can support me, but we're not just yet. Okay, so we got the computer there. Now, the thing with thumbnails, which I make them great, is the fact that everything's so busy. So let's get rid of him for the moment, and we are going to get rid of, no, we want to go here. So this is the lasso tool. We are going to go polygon, if you can see that, and basically we are going to cut out all of this distraction. So let's get rid of that. And I just think what Harold, what you are doing is fantastic. I think you've been at it for quite a while. I think he's done about 200, 300 videos, and he's gone fantastic. And I just want to give you, Harold, a little bit of support. So what I'm doing is here is I'm going through, as the polygon tool, I'm just selecting the edge of where I want and I don't want, and just using the scroll mouse. How are we there? We just do that and go across there, and so each one of these thumbnails, oops, I've gone too far. Yeah, bigger. And if we go back to the beginning, we double select. And so now the selection, we just get rid of that, and we've got that. Fantastic. So then when we put that on top, okay, that is looking good. Now we're going to change all the colors here and everything. Oh yes, now what I want to do is do a background color for the screen. Now the other thing is, I'm not going to go into it too much, but I have selected some colors. So so two colors I'm going to go with. I like making here we go. And if I like making the colors, it's not a cartoon look, but I guess it is just trying to be a little bit different and stand out from everybody else. Because if we have too many colors, it just kind of fades into the background. So now that's the color we're going for. Now I've selected, now let's just name these. So if we go, this is computer itself. Okay. And if we rename this one, so all these are just different layers. Yeah, okay. And we are going to get rid of that one. All right. Now I wanted to make it look like a TV screen. So let's go filter. Oh, I see. Okay. Now one thing is, at the moment, this is an you could say, I don't know what they call it. Let's just call it's an object, but it's not an actual photo. Now I do a tricky thing here is I duplicate a layer. So I've got two layers, and then what I do is right click on the top layer, and if we see here merge down, I don't know if you can see that very well, merge down, and now it is an image, and suddenly all of these options click up. If you're going into Pixlr and you're going to all the different menus and they're grayed out, well, we can't get it until it's actually an image. So let's go down, no, glitches, scan lines. Oh yeah, oh that looks good. Okay, let's do scan lines. We don't have to be too obvious amount. Yeah, let's do that. I think vertical, oh, no. Colorize. Okay. Now, if I go back to the computer screen, now let me just, so if we go back to the computer layer, so I've got to remember these are all different layers. So I'm at the computer layer itself, and actually we've still got the selection, so I'm going to go Control D, get rid of that selection. We are going to go up to Adjustment, Hue and Saturation. Now let me just move that over there. Now this is just the background. I am going, oh, what's happening here? No? Oh, okay, we're going to do the same thing. Duplicate the layer and then merge down, and it forms an image. Because we cut it out, it was an object, you could say. Now it is back to being an image. Hue and saturation. And now we can change the color, and I'm going to try and match the color as much as possible to the back, to the screen now, because I don't want everything to, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want it to stand out. That's it. I don't know why that was so hard. Now let's just make that background a bit darker. Actually, that's looking good. And you've got a bit of highlight on your hair. It looks fantastic. Harold. Okay, Harold, let's... Because I have stolen this image, we need to sharpen it up a bit, because I'm just going through in the video. And, okay. So, let's... Now, let's do the... text. How did I not know the text? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we are going to layer this up. So let's start with the text. So biblical, now I'm going to make it capitals, podcast. Let's find a decent font. Where did I find it before? I like that one. Okay. Now we are going to make this larger. Don't worry, it's purple, sure. But we can fix that. All right. So what we're going to do is line space. Let's just pull that up a bit. So let's start with, we want orange. Now, is that the correct orange that I want? 1 second. So FDCC 88. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, wrong orange. Wrong orange, everyone. Okay. So, orange, so let's go FF9F02. Ah, that's better. Now, I'm not going to go into detail of how I got these colors, why I got these colors. It is through Pixlr itself. It gives you I'll give you a quick here, color matcher up top here. Is that easy to see there? Yeah. So we just do the color matcher. I go into there and I can play with different colors and all that sort of stuff. So let's, of course, having said that, let's forget I even said that now. Okay. So we go back to here and we can start to play with, let's go outline. And I want to make that black outline to make it stand out even more. Yep, no, that's good. And outline, let's just make that a bit thinner. Ooh, about there, I reckon. Now, here is the tricky part. If we, like we did before, we do a duplicate layer. Now, for some reason, that is blending a little bit. I'm not quite sure what's happening there. But, oh, okay. For some reason, we are getting the wrong orange. All right, okay. Something's glitch, all right. Oh, okay. And actually, I just like this orange better, I think. All right, let's go with that one. Looks nice. line it up. Now the one on the bottom, so we got the different layers. The one on the bottom, we are going to go outline. We're going to go white. And then we're going to increase that. Biblical podcast. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. So if we take the top one, so now we're back to the top one, we can go filter. Oh, hang on. Oh, no, we're going to go this one here. So this is, we've done outline and shadow. I love shadow. Okay. And we are going to, let's just do that. And what I'm trying to do is make it look like it's embossed. It makes it look like it's a little bit of plastic. You know, we've got the shadow there, and I'm just dragging it around till it just looks like it's a little bit embossed. I'm quite liking that. Let's do it about there. Okay, what do you reckon of that? I'm thinking that looks really good. Okay, now this is that trick we do again. These are text objects. If I was to go up here, filter, we're not getting anything. Everything's grayed out. Yeah, temperature, you can't change anything because everything is changed within the text object area, if that makes sense. So we've got a text object, or we can make it an image itself. So if now we're happy with that? I think we are, because once we do this, we can't undo it. So if I right click, merge down, so now we have to click arrange. So we have to click a different button and we can move the whole thing. Now I'm going to go tricky again. Now that it is an image, we can go filter, bevel, and we have a bevel. How cool is that? And of course we can change the bevel. I don't know if you can, hang on, let's just cancel that. Let's make that really big. Yeah, let's make that really big. Yeah, that's it. So let's go bevel. And you can see how it's starting to look like, this looks like a metal badge with some plastic paint on top. Let's do the angle. Let's look for the best angle. Size. Whoa, hello. Whoa, hello. We don't want to overdo it. Actually, I want to go back because I kind of want to get where the light is coming from. So let's adjust. No, we'll go filter, bevel. Actually, I kind of like that. There we go. Highlight color. Oh, okay. Let's try that one. Let's try orange. Is that going to be too much? Yeah, too much. Yeah. All right, let's cancel. Let's go one more time. Sometimes it's just fiddling. I kind of like that. Let's just apply that. Okay. Now, we're still not done. We've got to make this, instead of being great, we've got to make this better. So we go edit. We hit free distort. And this is where we go a little bit tricky. And we'll just make it, we don't want to overdo it, so maybe we'll pull it back a little bit and keep it in line with everything. Oh, yep, okay. And if we click outside, it'll say, do you want to apply the distort? Yes. Now, if we move that back, now obviously he's hiding that now, so we want to hit that. Oh, now we can't hit that layer. Okay. Now I've brought it back on top so I can manipulate it. So let's just make that a little bit smaller and a little bit behind him. And that screen, I'm going to make that a bit darker because it's standing out too much. There we go. Oh, look at that. That looks great. Okay. Do we want that to be bigger? Like that. And if we put it behind him, whoops, it's hidden a little bit. So if we if we lock the layer that is Harold, sorry Harold, I just need to, okay, and we go back to this one. So underneath now we can adjust this, and if I just put it up the top, let's just a little bit smaller. I am hoping that you are liking that. And then if we go back to your layer Harold, and we will just give a little bit of contrast, or maybe to brighten you up a bit there. Okay, that is looking great. Let's go back to the computer layer. I am going to, oops, let's highlights and shadows. Let's just make that a bit darker to make you stand out even more. And I'm even going to same level, tongue twisted. I'm going to go filter and vignette, and it's just going to make the corners a little bit more. There we go. That's not too much for the TV screen. No, we're good. Maybe we'll make the TV screen a little bit out of focus, maybe, because I feel like it's just a little bit too much. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe even the TV screen will make it a little bit out of focus, but not much, just to take the edge off of it, and it'll make the words stand out a little bit more. Okay. I'm hoping you're liking this so far. My gift to you, I'm going to give you a copy of this so that you can put it in every single one that you want. Now, if we go here, add text. Oh, here we are. I want to keep it the same text. So let's put this one on top. And what I'm going to do is Genesis. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, let's do backgrounds. Let's do, ooh, okay, we're gonna, maybe I'm gonna make this, okay, let's make it blue. No, let's make it this blue. There we go. So I'm using the color picker to get whatever is on the screen. Let's do white. And let's make this smaller. So now, actually, let's go right, left justified. So every time you could do this, let's put you back behind there. So technically, with each one, you could have whatever Bible verse you are doing at the time. You could change this to verse 1. All you have to do is highlight it. And just so you know, I've sent you 2 files. One is a JPEG, so you can just use that however, and it doesn't have the Bible verse line on it or anything. But I've sent you another one that has all the layers. And then all you have to do is find the actual picture that I've got here is Harold Meyer Biblical Podcast Layers.pxz. It's just a Pixlr format. So all you have to do is click, drag it over, and it will open for you. Wait a little bit, and there it is, and you can change and do whatever you like. I really hope you love it, because if you don't, and you can change Genesis 1, you can change the verse for each different one, just to be a little bit special, but at the same time not having to reinvent everything. Now, I forgot one thing. Shadow. I love shadow. So let's select Harold. Let's go adjustment. Let's filter, drop shadow. Let's try and get it to stand out first. And there we go. Look at that. Blur it a bit, opacity, just get you to stand out a little bit from the background. And then we will select the words. We will also drop shadow that. Let's go there, try and get the same angle and just make it stand out a bit, but not too much. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm thinking that looks great. Like I said, you can change this how you will. So I've locked everything except for the layer that has the Bible verses on it. So you can change that. You can even change everything on this if you really want to, Harold, because this is going to be your thumbnail if you want it. Only if you want it. If you don't want this, it's up to you. So can we have branding every single time to be the same thing? Yes, we can. We can change little things. Like, Harold, you can actually pick a different picture and make this look a little bit nicer. Same look, the same template. Then suddenly you start getting branding. Like McDonald's. Like for the 50 years, last 50 years, McDonald's has done so many different things. But they've always maintained the same template. Like the golden arches. If you want to make thumbnails not great but better and make them stand out from everybody else, then click on this video, because I go through another secret thumbnail rescue where I go a little bit nostalgic, but I make thumbnails simple. Go create something awesome for God, and I'll catch you in the next one.